beef we're about to eat today, it's the same beef that we saw from the farm. There it is.
What's happening, guys, and welcome back to our channel. You won't believe it, but it's true. This isn't your regular beef. Instead, it's one of the most expensive beefs ever. Here's why A5 Wagyu is so expensive. Number 4, Wagyu beef. You might have heard the name Wagyu beef somewhere in your life, but have you ever thought about why it's so expensive? Wagyu is one of the world's most costly meats. High-grade Wagyu, which is manufactured in Japan and renowned for its lush marbling and creamy flavor, can cost up to $300 per pound, with the cows themselves costing up to $30,000. But what is it in the beef that makes it so pricey? The name Wagyu means Japanese cow in English, and it relates to 4 different breeds. Such cows were selected to have more subcutaneous fat cells because they were raised for physical stamina. A5 Wagyu beef appears pink and tastes soft because the fat is spread equally throughout the muscle. In addition, the Japanese government strictly controls A5 Wagyu manufacturing to safeguard the meat's worth and purity. Wagyu is evaluated on 2 key criteria. Those are the amount of meat produced and the saturated fat composition. In Japan, only A3 and A5 Wagyu are authorized for trade, and the greater the quality, the more expensive it is.
There's a camera, and they're actually just taking photos of the meat for record purposes?
Holy crap, that's intense.
Number 3, animals. A5 Wagyu beef has nearly mythical status, and there are several misconceptions regarding Wagyu fields and the treatment of the cows, ranging from daily massages to feeding some unusual substance. However, this isn't always the case. The animals are brought up in a certain way in each location and by various owners, but they're typically raised by a breeder until they're approximately 10 months old before being auctioned off to a fattening producer. When the babies are auctioned, they can sell for up to 40 times the price of US cattle. The animals will be kept in small enclosures and fed a blend of fiber and high-energy concentrate prepared from rice, wheat, and hay at the feeding farm. They're usually given this 3 times a day for about 2 years when the cows are over 50% fat. On the grassland, only mature cows and breeding animals are permitted to feed. The price of beef increases due to the length of the fattening phase and the high import prices of large amounts of concentrated feed, and each cow consumes about 5 tons of feed during this time. When a cow is sold at auction, it can fetch as much as $30,000. Black Angus cattle, on the other hand, which are regarded as the cream of the crop in nations such as the United States and Australia, sell themselves for more than $3,000. A5 Wagyu may sell for as much as $200 per pound depending on the breed.
This is like a mixture of basically oatmeal, corn. That's dried corn, and then there are a couple little feed pellets in here.
Number 2, objective. The objective of high marbling is widespread, although the technique varies per farm and region. While there are more than 300 different types of Wagyu, the most renowned cuts originate from 10 different locations. Matsusaka Wagyu from Mie Prefecture is one of the most costly cuts, produced only from a special type of female cow and valued for its softness. One Matsusaka cow was sold for 50 million yen, which is $400,000 in 2002. Nevertheless, Kobe beef, which originates from the town of Kobe in Hyogo Prefecture and is only prepared from steers or castrated bulls, is the most well-known cut of Wagyu. Although Kobe beef is widely found on restaurant menus in the United States, consumers should avoid products such as Kobe burgers because real Kobe beef is too delicate to be made into a hamburger. Many US restaurants are offering hybrid wages meat from Wagyu and Angus cows bred in the United States. A5 Miyazaki, a 2-time champion of the Wagyu Olympics, is the highest ranking Wagyu. A5 Miyazaki will set you back $100 per pound or more. It's the Wagyu of choice at Sakame in New York City. It's most known at the restaurant for being served in an $85 katsu sando, a famous Japanese-style sandwich.
Because we want to know the secrets about Japanese beef, especially Kobe, here in
Number 1. Popularity. Here's more about the meat. Ken, the owner, claims that we probably serve around 25 of them at $85 each on a big night. Since the A5 Wagyu is so hard to come by in the United States, we get a lot of people who just want to test it. Occasionally, a two-top may come in and order only the Sando. Purchases of Japanese beef are subject to several taxes and limitations, and live cattle aren't permitted. As a result, finding A5 Wagyu is quite tough. If any of you can afford a genuine A5 Wagyu beef on your own, do let us know in the comments down below, and we'll catch you guys later in another juicy video. Take care now.